We are here at the end of 2022, and Barbie and I, first of all, just wanted to say thank you to all of our clients, all the people we work with, our teams. It's been a different year, but overall, it's been a good year. There's two things that stuck out. One of them was, what are the effects of recession? What is that going to be? Inflation, recession. They're not using the recession word, but they say, what are the effects of inflation? And the other is, how are companies going to gather and get more customers? And then how are they going to get deeper with that relationship in order to build that customer base, in order to build long-term profitability? Those are the two major things. Going back to the core basics of performance marketing and how you use the content you create, how you have to be specific to the platform. I've always said that before all this other stuff, social media, digital, all that really kicked in, it was kind of hand-to-hand combat. You did each one separately. Now it's a full-out assault. You have to be good in every single channel. So with that, we kind of broke up every single channel. We have our own little analysis there.
Right. So we know video is king, right? People like to consume video over other options because for all the reasons we know. It can be emotional, you can demonstrate, you can educate, you can do all the things on video in a visual way.
And people are spending, more than 4 hours a day watching television, consuming video in somehow, some way. So it's still the king, and it's only going to get bigger.
Television, obviously, is for the masses. We like to call that the playground of the masses, right? So no niche products, really.
Right.
And it's something that appeals to everybody. And you get a lot of eyeballs on TV. We know that.
Right. And it may not be exactly who you're looking for, but the mass of the people seeing it is what's really, really important. And we always say, when you're on television, you're real. You're a real company. You're a real business. You're a real product. And we see that verified on a daily basis.
Then we talk about connected TV, something like Hulu. It's kind of like the neighborhood playground, right?
Yeah, and the reason I call it a neighborhood playground is because it's programmatic, and people are going to be targeting ads specifically to the same likes, desires that someone else is watching on Hulu, because it's probably the same type of person, same demographics, a lot of the same things. So it's a neighborhood. It's people just like you, right?
Okay, Meta, Facebook, we like to say is the playground for family and friends.
Right, and what's important about Facebook is that it's usually who's seeing it. It's people that you know, your family, your friends. Simply because of that, anything you do there, we suggest be as authentic as possible, because people are looking into your lives. And if you're going to advertise within somebody's ecosystem of their family, you have to be authentic. You can't just be so random that it doesn't fit into the mindset of the people at that moment.
Right, and it's a place where maybe testimonials might be better than a very powerful visual ad, somebody where people are communicating with you directly.
For sure, for sure.
So then we have Instagram, and we like to call that our visual playground.
So if you can't catch their attention visually on Instagram, which is a photographic platform, then you need to be thinking about what you're doing. You want to be visual, you want to be beautiful, tell a little story, and then they can go find out more, learn more, shop now.
And we have a great example of that. I love what we did with the Banjo Minnow. We have a very different ad that ran on Instagram, and it was very powerful. We didn't really run that ad elsewhere.
What we did specifically on Instagram was, because these little minnows are about this big, what I did was I put them in a bucket, and I put my hands through it, and all these minnows started jumping all around like they were alive. That was visually arresting. It was so interesting that people stopped on it, and that ended up being one of our best performing ads.